So I'm going to take this question here because a lot of you guys have asked me, how did the Cleveland Browns cut you when you were 80% healthy, still recovering from an ACL ligament? Now, what I'm about to share, I don't know if NFL teams still do this today. I'm only sharing with you what happened when I was in the league during my 9 years. And I'm not going to name any names or teams or anything like that. Anyway, so when a player is injured, a team has multiple options on how they want to handle it. A, if it's a good player, that's someone that's part of their future, they can keep him on the active or the 53-man roster, but make him inactive every week until they're healthy. Or B, they could put him on injured reserve. They have to put him on injured reserve for a certain amount of weeks. I can't remember. Or C, they could put him on PUP, physically unable to perform. My first year in Cleveland, I had torn my ACL ligament, so I was on PUP the entire year. D, they can do an injury settlement, meaning that if you're injured and they acknowledge that you're injured, they can give you some kind of settlement that's going to help cover your rehab and along with compensating you X amount of dollars. And then the last option is really the interesting one. So I saw this happen more than once. So let me give you an example. So one of the years I was in camp, I had an injury, was recovering from an injury, and I remember at the time I was rehabbing, and there was about 5 other guys that were injured too, and we would always kind of work with the trainer during practice on the side. Now, as you know, or hopefully you know, they film every practice. They film everything, and usually the videographer is up high in kind of a tower, and he's filming practice. Well, this one time, so we're all working with the trainers, and we're all doing these drills. All of a sudden, we look up, and the videographer has turned his camera towards us and he's filming us doing these drills. And right away, everybody's like, oh, somebody's getting cut tomorrow. Somebody's getting cut. See, what they would do is if they could get you on film doing drills and running or even have you on film during the preseason, then they could justify cutting you, saying, hey, we got him on film and he's running routes and he's healthy. Yeah, that's what they used to do. And the very next day, of the 5 or 6 guys, 3 of them got cut. I knew I wasn't getting cut, but 3 of them got cut. And because the eye in the sky doesn't lie. It's one of the shady things that used to be done. Like I said, I don't know if they still do that, but that's one of the ways they could justify cutting you when you're injured and say, hey, we got them on film.